Alrighty, everyone, I am back. We should be good to go now. We can go visit Sherlock's home and check out what Vogel obtained for us, which I think, all things considered, was a pretty okay outcome. Where is it? There we go. Stonewood Manor. I was looking for the fast travel point there. I just couldn't find it. And now we can go and visit this area. Probably unlock a new room or something, right? Good for us. Okay. So, what do we do? Werner Vogel left something for me. It was delivered to the front door of my manor. I guess I missed it when I walked in. Got up, I filled my water, got myself a Coke, got myself a yogurt. Life's good. Oh, here we go. It just blended in with the grass and the foliage. Is this a mermaid statue? How incredible.
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Mermaid skeleton. Hell yeah. That's metal as fuck. Lovecraftian mother who's going insane. Is this why they decided to remake like the Lovecraft Fights Cthulhu game next?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare...
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
As much as I think Mycroft is like kind of an asshole and is truly kind of just chasing his own power, I kind of agree with him about Sherlock, because Sherlock just tossed a bunch of stuff at Mycroft that Sherlock also does. Like, Sherlock says, like, never lie to anyone, but I lied to tons of people in my investigations. So Sherlock clearly believes the ends justify the means. What a fool. Now let's see what kind of Cthulhu Sherlock's mom worshipped.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it. I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavor.
Sherlock John. Interesting.
Home sweet home, Sherry.
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
That reminds me, I do want to, I want to investigate something really quick before we progress with the main quest. I wanted to check out what the actual furniture traders did. Interesting. Okay, so there is a furniture trader down here. Yeah. Let's go down there and buy some furniture for the house. I want to see what it does. Because if it like actually does refurnish the manor, that would be useful. Let's see.
Landscapes and portraits. My goods will...
Okay, so I can buy just paintings and stuff, I guess. Sketch of a boy. Old drawing of a young friend. It's like he's really there. Sure. Cordona landscape. Just like outside, but without all the murder. Okay.
Enjoy your purchase.
So this was an art trader. Where's the furniture trader? Is it the art shop? Oh, one of them is. Okay. And then there's garden decorations.
You'll never find... Garden statue. My goods will brighten up your house.
Oh, okay. I can buy a swing and a bench. Sure, we'll get a statue for our
Enjoy
home.
your purchase.
How extravagant. Is there anything else for us to buy? How much money do I have? I guess I can just go to the outfitter over here and just like buy whatever. Because that is one right there, yeah.
The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
Oh, fine clothing. It's absolutely nothing different than the other list. So it's just... we can buy the same clothes from everyone. Alright, that's alright. Let's buy him a suit, because it's only $15. Why not?
A perfect choice.
Let's give Sherlock a haircut as well. He does not need such a mustache. There you go. Okay, so now we'll fast travel back to the house and see if we unlock like a furnishing menu that we can like select items for. Grand Soirée, yeah. Alright. Interesting. Let's see what we can do.
Garden's much prettier, don't you think? I bet the memories are all flooding back now.
Ah, the best place for reading.
Okay, so we got our thing furnished. There's like a swing there now. Where's our bench? Here it is. And we can't even interact with it. It doesn't even give us dialogue. Dang. And I assume the pictures just auto-hang in the house then, too. It's like Sherlockian Animal Crossing. Can't deal with that.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Fractured memory. Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Wood, straight, smooth.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
A bas-relief of the
It was
great
a giant
deity,
aquarium with a living
Cthulhu.
mermaid in it.
Impossible. It must have been something else. Oh, of course. That mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Mycroft, I guess. What am I? There we go. Family member,
was
female.
my mother.
Was his mom?
She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Interesting. And we can go back through this door.
Ah, yes. My mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still
Another
exists.
fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Get it? It's a reference, because this game's quirky. That's how you know it's quirky. It's full of references. A torn diploma found in the cabinet of curiosities. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces. Reassembled and translated, the diploma reads, "On behalf of the board of the University of Geneva, Switzerland, we rectors of the university, noting that Mr. Otto Richter has undergone the tests required by the laws and regulations, confer on him the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives so attached."
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that.
The tulpa. Ah, tulpas.
An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
John is a tulpa.
The Tulpa. Studies in Tibetan Mentalism.
Are they trying to make Sherlock come off like Dale Cooper? Because it doesn't feel that way at all. Alright, Otto Richter's personal notes. Mrs. Holmes is a patient of considerable interest and an ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. I will attempt to repeatedly immerse her in the traumatic situation that precipitated her mental illness. It is my belief that reliving the moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened and accept it, and effectively cure itself. Dear God. I'm confident in my hypothesis, and merely need to prove it. In addition, it's fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I will be able to also examine the heredity of psychological traits, be they competencies or disorders. It is already apparent that all family members share an uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has begun to affect the mind of the youngest boy, Sherlock. While I cannot conduct a proper medical examination due to the protectiveness of the elder son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of an imaginary friend, John. I mean, yeah. Letter from Otto's brother. My dear brother, I heard you recently arrived on Cordona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agreed in our opinions. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not seek Klaus. I left that name behind. Aha! Otto's brother is Vogel. His name was originally Klaus.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
It literally is Cthulhu. Look at this. Incredible. Now we know how Cthulhu fights, how Sherlock ends up
Look,
finding
it's
about
Roger.
Cthulhu in the next
This
game.
jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
This is another, like, tentacle god right here. More Cthulhu stuff.
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
Why? What was so special about it? Is it... Oh, there's, like, fairies on it. I couldn't tell. Alright, let's look for more clues.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Letter from the judge. Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross once again, you will be greeted by a grateful friend, His Honor Judge McDougal.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Oh, that's the police officer that we let live on a bee farm.
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Mr. Mycroft Holmes, the Cordona City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter in the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge McDougal. Your application for a closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the Criminal Court of Cordona on the dates listed over leaf. Okay, so we just got information to look up in the archives, that's for sure. Where is it? Right, if we want more details about the case.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Ah, Sherry.
The Master of Unlocking. Okay. That's Jill Valentine, Sherlock.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
Where are they? I hate how slow you turn in this mode.
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for a...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Alright, it doesn't let me zoom in on that, so why does it keep giving me noise every single time I walk over here?
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had
When you're
horns on
finished
their
here,
helmets.
can we build a wigwam from the blankets? Like in the good old days.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
That's just weird. Like, why would someone argue that?
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest
Mother
was
said
inhabited
this was
by
among
these
the hunting
beasts.
trophies of a Scottish
It would have
Viscount.
been thrilling if it were actually true.
Like, polar bears aren't... They weren't
And
animals
this
no one had
was
ever heard
brought
of.
from
They,
a
they
German
existed.
museum.
People
they
were
claimed
aware
it
of them.
belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Okay. Why isn't it letting me? Is there like something else I have to interact with or something? Oh, it's telling us which way to go to lead us out. That explains why I was lost.
He opened the door to the postman, and they exchanged documents. If it was a real postman, of course.
Did we miss any? Was there an item here?
The painting on the wall was slightly at tilt. He stopped and straightened it. Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it? I think this is what we're looking for.
A key in the fireplace. Wow. Sherlock saying though, like, we never used the fireplace in the mornings. It must have been where he hid the key. Like, Mycroft could
made
just
it.
use
So
the
what's there?
fireplace sometimes.
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
Single malt whiskey. All right, half a bottle of fine single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favorite drink. We found it locked in the drawer of the desk in the curiosity cabinet among a pile of important documents. Remarkably, it seems that the whiskey was a gift of Her Majesty Queen Victoria herself.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met. Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Otto Richter is 45 years old, born to a respected family in Bern, Switzerland. Unmarried, no heirs. Medical practitioner, graduated from the University of Geneva, Switzerland. Graduation was postponed a year due to a minor scandal on one of his placements. Parents died of cholera in 1863. Only remaining family is a half-brother. Klaus, age 35. Present whereabouts of Klaus Richter, unknown. Last seen on Cordona. We know exactly who he is. It's Vogel. Alright, what else do we have? We have the Master of Unlocking, we have Memories in the Manor that we need to investigate. So we'll just pin that one. What else is there to investigate?
The full plate armor of Sir Robert Swanford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
That's sick.
Armor is armor, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
I'm starting to remember something.
Accident in the Cabinet of Curiosities. Okay. I did not realize I was trying to reconstruct something that happened in this room. What am I trying to remember? It's saying there's like a thing there. Is that the shining carpet? No, it's not. Cozy blanket. Can I just interact here? No. There we go. I always forget I have to like pin the clue in order to get this like,
I used this ladder to
investigation
look
mode
at the
to
top
work.
shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Okay. Time for us to figure out what happened. Just lay on the cobweb-covered floor, Sherlock. It's fine. They were playing on the ladder.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
It all happened shortly after the incident in Violet's room on April 9th. Sherry decided to play with artifacts in the Cabinet of Curiosities, and of course I went with him. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter had done something dubious to their mother, and that had backfired. He called Otto a charlatan.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
Is it ghosts, or is it Mycroft?
Sherry, look.
Dear Mr. Holmes, I'm waiting for you at Kurt Manchos's mansion on Turquoise Lane across from Cordona Abbey in northern Grand Surrey. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Always your friend, VV. P.S. I sent you the appropriate outfit for this place to avoid any unnecessary complications. I hope it fits.
An invitation that comes...
All right, that's super exciting. Are we going to a masquerade ball? A normal mask for normal people. Should I put on fancy makeup or old man makeup underneath it? I'll put on the goth makeup.
With the mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
All right. So I guess we're on to the next piece. This is exciting. What an outfit. Kurt Manchio's mansion located on Turquoise Lane across from Cordona Abbey in northern Grand Surrey. So it's got to be over here, right? This is Cordona Abbey. And it's on Turquoise Lane. So it's got to be right here. And I don't really have any places that are super close to it. That's annoying.
Look, the cutest thing you'll see all day. Hamlet staged by children.
Is Hamlet staged by children seriously like a mystery?
Welcome to the Manchios mansion.
Perfect. I found the place immediately. This is fun.
Could you help me?
I can't help you with that, sir.
All right. I hope to uncover the secrets of this
Can I ask
creepy,
you a
eyes
question?
wide shut.
I have nothing to
sex
hide,
cult.
sir. But I've never heard of this.
You obviously haven't thought this all through.
Welcome, sir.
Or are you just annoying
I
these
do
people
hope
on
you enjoy
purpose?
yourself.
Enjoy the evening, sir. There is still plenty of time before the grand finale.
All right.
Excellent. They all worship Cthulhu, just like Sherlock's mom. That's what the whole game's been leading up to.
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's elite?
You have such pretty hair.
My goodness, Sherlock. They made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Go is it a guess?
I'm very excited for Cthulhu Sherlock.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, but I can't be of help with that, sir.
Is this guy wearing a gay harness?
Ready for the big whirlwind? Danny is around.
He definitely is.
Ready for the big whirlwind? Danny is around.
Well, I'm glad that there's like equal opportunity.
Hey, handsome. I see that look in your eyes.
It's incredible.
Well, I heard the finale will be splendid.
It's gonna turn out that literally it isn't what it looks like. It's not like a Eyes Wide Shut sex cult. It's just like a fun, quirky party people go to.
Sherlock, friend. I wasn't sure you'd come.
How does he know? I guess he was the one who picked that mask.
Werner, I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona,
He's
the
never
more I
himself.
feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is
These
anyone permitted
cutscenes.
to know Sherlock Holmes.
You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. Time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, and something to smoke, or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual, a potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
I can't believe this is going to be where Sherlock, like, does drugs for the first time.
My mind is my most valuable asset and a finely tuned instrument I will not risk impeding its function. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next, visit the victims, ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating your responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
Are you kidding?
If this solution truly does assist with thinking, then well, perhaps it would be puerile to overlook an opportunity to study it. I'll take it with me.
Yes, Sherlock. Very good. And now, our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
The altar room?
Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
This is great. Man, I can't believe we managed
Let
to actually
Fabio
have
speak for himself.
the sex cult mission in Sherlock. Oh, look at it, furries! Hell yeah.
Do you know anything about this?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Key to the altar room. All right. What happens when I unpin? I just want to hear what they have to say.
I need a rest from my insatiable wife.
Oh my god. Oh, what a game.
My husband thinks I am playing bridge here.
Oh my god. This game is going off the rails.
Hey, handsome. I see that look in your eye.
Do all of these people have different
I guarantee we'll
voice
have
lines?
a good time.
They seem to.
Wanna go somewhere more private?
Oh, hey, handsome. I see that.
Let me see that
clear-eyed.
stallion up close. I should write to my friend about the handsome men here. He'd appreciate it.
How do you know the men are handsome, lady? We're all wearing masks and cloaks. We're basically genderless.
My husband thinks I am playing bridge here.
Someone's gonna be a bridge.
Honey, you feeling lonely? I'll be your friend.
Let me know if you need anything, sir.
Alright, where's the altar room? I need to pin it, I think, right?
Vogel's gallery has a backer, I see.
Is it just here? Oh, I meant to look around.
Codex Orchis. Why does this occult book sound like a flat? Romantic poetry and prose. Someone's in touch with their feelings.
One of these books must open a secret passage.
Well-known and recent plays to keep up to date with the current trends.
Oh, hell yeah. I wish I could zoom in with the camera. That's cool art. I like that. Seems to be like a Dionysian hedonism cult, which I mean, fine.
My God. Was he here this whole time?
Hell yeah. Let's go. This is the best. This is what I've been looking for the whole time.
This crude tattoo partially covers as slave branding.
That is okay. We're in the good part.
This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood.
I want the whole game to be this. Give me this the whole game, please.
A blunt force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage. This golden handle has a bloodstain on it. The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance.
Alright, we got Pokemon unknowns over there on
The
the
wound
wall.
is deep.
Can't read
a
it
precise
yet.
strike reached the heart.
Mystery language. Where is the final thing from him? Is it stuff on his hands? There we go.
The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it.
Oh, he was willingly sacrificed.
Stand right here.
He was prepping for it. He was scared. Yellow press. Look for information he might use to write an article exposing the local elite. I do want to do that. Key to the altar room.
The sign reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars. The sign reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars.
It's a penis.
This one looks like a twisted symbol of Venus, drawn in a hurry.
Oh my god, there's someone right there.
Werner,
It's
care
Vogel.
to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal. Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts. But I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
All right. Pull yourself together, Werner. What is it about these nights that you were so eager to share with me?
Well, they're not always in the evenings, but they are in the shadows. People gather to test their boundaries in a safe and consensual atmosphere. Often with more
that
stains
part
than your
sounds
typical
rad.
crime scene. But that is the point. Who are we to judge?
I suppose that's fair. What about today, then? Was anything different?
Well, I was invited as a special guest. It was supposed to be a time of both divine and carnal pleasures. A scratch for every unconventional itch.
I imagine you're reeling from your shattered expectations.
On the contrary, there is still spectacle, stimulation, and release, merely in a different form. I like to let life entertain me.
Or death. The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
What a caring person.
You cannot begin to imagine.
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio and came to inquire further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
Who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were...
filling time?
Waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts. Overindulged, perhaps.
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance, and more.
I'm loving simultaneously how like free love this is, while also just bathing in the fact that this is literally an eyes wide shut.
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key?
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later only to find the lock was not blocked?
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
Indeed. Poor, handsome Fabio. F's in the chat for Fabio.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil. Not this travesty that seems straight out of the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin? It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the colour of your cheeks. The fertility rite marks the start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential.
Oh my God.
It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
All right, so Sherlock is definitely a virgin. We didn't need to play this far in the game to know that.
The herbs here
much.
are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony.
Salvia? Salvia does not have light hallucinogenic effects. It has incredibly
This oil has a slight aroma
effects.
of flowers and olive. This elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger. The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect. The ointment smells mouse-like. I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly. This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive.
All right, wonderful. Can't decipher that yet. Is there anything for me here in puzzle room? Victim's dagger. Okay. Dressing room. Wonderful.
Handcrafted and luxurious cufflinks.
For my
There's also a
Fabio
note.
from
For my
Manchios.
Fabio. Manchios.
They were gay. This whole game is full of gay people.
Would you recognize me in one of these? I suppose not.
The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me. The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me. The capital F on the key fob might refer to Fabio.
Excellent. Is this all going to be a performance?
Props, decorations, and tools for a more detailed set.
Wet handprint.
Identical to the robes the guests are wearing. The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it. Blood clots are adhered to the sides of the drain.
Very interesting. All right, so let's look at our mind palace really quick because we have more stuff to identify. Fabio was killed in a ritual murder, sacrificed on the altar during an occult ritual. Excellent. Manchios' note. Don't ignore the guests, Matista, and stop boring them. They don't want to hear about your stupidities. They want to feel how beautiful they are and how generous you can be towards them. You are here to please and celebrate life. Remember, each guest paid a great deal to be with you, Manchios.
How can anyone accept such behavior?
This is a different ritual.
I found a scenario of some sort of ritual with a remark written at the beginning. It says, read and rehearse this right, Manchios. The naked woman lies on the altar on a bed of flowers, symbolizing Mother Gaia. The one who leads the ritual oils the body of the woman to awaken her inner fertility. Participants should chant at this moment and call for the man who can please Mother Gaia. Then the man who will impersonate the principle of life may come to engage in sexual congress with her. Dear God.
A useful tool for a disguise arsenal. Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains.
Yeah, that would be there. What else is there to investigate? Doesn't really look like anything. Just trying to see if there's anything else. Doesn't really seem like it. We already got everything here. All right, back through. Don't have anything new in the Mind Palace. We just have the things with John. Various pieces here. Opium! Sherlock loves that. Cubanos.
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion. Why don't people tidy up after themselves? An open wound spoiled the carpet. It didn't break only because it was unopened.
Excellent. All right, so we're finding some slight evidence of battery. It's not bad. Some light battery going on. The way the game handles reflections is so weird. I know it's like a probably some sort of cube map thing, screen space reflection or whatever, but kind of interesting. Is there what? Can I interact with this?
You've got a lot to do, Sherlock. You've got a lot to do, Sherlock. You've got a lot to do, Sherlock.
Alright. What's partner Matista? What else am I missing? There's got to be something else around, right? Typically the clues lead directly into each other. Anything in here I didn't
Props,
take
decorations, and
advantage of?
tools for a more detailed
Probably just have to walk back outside, but... Ooh, is there anything on the floor? Doesn't look like it. We got all the clues on the dead body. Nothing else, I guess. Oh my god, John startled me. Thought he was just a lady. Should we go try to talk to Mr. Manchios?
Curtains do not guarantee privacy.
And you still need a crack, despite being ethereal.
What was here before Manchio's family bought it. You know what was here before Manchio's.
Alright. Eerie history of the mansion. There we go. Magic circle, occultist, architect. Let's see. Yellow press. Before Manchios' family, the mansion was owned by an occultist architect. He dedicated his life to conducting a powerful ritual from the Forgotten Tome, but the ordinary magic circles proved too weak for it. That was why he built this mansion. A keen eye might notice that its shapes correspond with certain magical symbols, and some walls have cavities. One day, an architect simply disappeared. An ash stain on the floor was all that remained. Perhaps he was successful in his
That's
endeavor.
what I like about this party.
Hell yeah.
Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
Don't expose the hedonists. They'll expose themselves. It's called exhibitionism. Are they? Oh my god, they're like literally injecting morphine. They're on it, that's for sure.
Help me, please. I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
Okay, I had to have the smoking lounge pinned, so I guess I'll go back in there. Aha. Bloody handprint.
A person leaned against the doorframe. They left a smudged trail of blood. A bloody handprint on an armchair. The wounded person was here for some time. There appear to be no further traces leading to the altar.
So, Sherry, do you have any ideas about the case?
Perhaps, perhaps. I think I can deduce what happened here.
Nice, okay. He does a stab. Alright, now we go in here. They hide their clothing. I think it was Matista. But we'll have to see. Do I have it? I think I might. I don't. Have I not done all of them? What ones am I missing? There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. Oh, there's one way at the front of the room. That's why.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
So I think Fabio was the one who put the key in the door. Because it was his key, right? This is so ominous, just seeing Sherlock there, posed like that. Alright, that's the only one with the knife there, so I feel like it has to be that. I think that's true.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry.
What am I
Concentrate.
misunderstanding? Because I had it as the other one. Oh, did I just forget to do this one? There we go.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
Wait, what?
Concentrate.
We know we clubbed him. There we go. It's definitely not him. And then we have the unknown person putting it all in there, right?
You're not even trying, Sherry.
What?
Concentrate.
I'm so confused. Because it's very clear that there's another person, right? There we go. Oh, the unknown person.
The bottle was
blocking the
used
door.
as a
Okay.
weapon during a scuffle in the smoking lounge. Then, to ensure no one would interrupt, the murderer locked the door. The unconscious body of the victim was moved to the altar room. Once the body was on the altar, the murderer thrust the dagger into the victim's heart. Symbols were drawn with the blood. The wardrobe was used to hide the bloodied robe from anyone's eyes. The killer washed himself and took a clean robe from the hanger before leaving.
Are you all right? You're on the floor.
They spelled their self wrong, didn't they? No. Okay. Alright. Fabio's assaulted nearby room.
Not moving.
I
Should be
think
them
I know what
right?
happened here. I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Fabio was stabbed.
I see nothing gets past you, Werner. Yes, he was stabbed, but only after being knocked out in the next room and placed here. I do not yet know why.
So, who's responsible?
Well, it was one person working alone, and the murderer has now donned a robe. He or she could be hiding in plain sight. We have lost time, Werner, but your discretion may prove to be a benediction after all.
I know you can untangle this mess.
I can. Alright, I'm gonna have to investigate all of them. Cordona, mysterious aristocrat, sympathetic. Mysterious aristocrat, obsessed with exorcism. Interesting. How will we find the one? I think it's a woman because I think it's Batista. But I just don't know where I should be looking. Check the coat check. No, can't.
Enjoy the event, sir.
Okay. Is this place open again?
Nancho's had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
Alrighty. Identity disclosure. Cheating groom tried after incident, etc.
Nancho's had
Smokes
to enforce
catnip?
the masks after the scandal.
Are you kidding me? Alright. Oh no, which one did I miss?
Nancho's had to enforce.
Alright. There we go. People described a scandal from a previous party. Vice Governor Cowden was found by his wife to be a Prussian duchess in the company of young men. Although the marriage was intended to be a political one, the emotions of the Duchess were real. The incident instigated a political crisis between Cordona and Prussia. Although there were only a few notes of protests, the governor fired his protege.
I'll pin them down with this scoop. Thank you, Sherlock.
Okay, so I got a scoop. That didn't really help me with the rest of the info that I'm looking for.
Honey, you feeling lonely? I'll be your friend.
Rehearses plays at night. Oh, a theater kid. Explains everything.
May I ask you something? I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
Honey, you feeling lonely? I'll be your friend.
Let's see. What do I have to do? Is this a different location? No. This is just the place we were at before. I'm a little bit lost. I don't know where it wants what it wants
Can you
to
satisfy
do
my curiosity?
exactly.
I can't help you with that, sir.
I know you can untangle this mess.
What am I missing? I feel like I just don't have the right thing selected. We know everything there is to know in here.
I know you can untangle this mess. I know you can untangle this mess. I know you can untangle this mess. I know you can untangle this mess.
What's the deal?
I know you can untangle this mess.
I thought I would need to.
I know you can
meet,
untangle this mess. I know you
Mr.
can
Manchios,
untangle this
but-
mess. I know you can untangle this mess. I know you can untangle this mess.
All right, there's no clear clue right now what the game wants me
May
to
I
do.
ask you something? I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
I thought I would have to like go upstairs and talk to someone, but not sure. Sponsors an orphanage is an extremely troubling thing to read in this party.
You have such pretty hands. What can you do with them?
Alright, there's nothing new to get from those people. I mean, my guess is we just have to go back to the...
I need a rest from my insatiable wife.
I guess we just need to go back in here and figure something out. I'm not really sure what the deal is. Is there anything else back here? I'm so confused. We have all the clues. Can't even re-interact with some of this stuff. Can't do anything there.
Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains. Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains. Why don't people tidy up after themselves?
I'm admittedly pretty lost. Oh, is this a... Nope, that just leads back to the dressing room. Is there anything else in here?
I know you can untangle this mess.
No?
Do not distract me. It's not easy to play blindfolded.
Oh, he's playing blindfolded so that no one knows, or he doesn't see who anyone is. That's interesting.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
Huh. Just not really sure what to do.
I'm a little nervous. Another glass should calm me down. My husband thinks I am playing bridge here.
She's talking to no one. She's just laughing and talking to the air in front of her. Okay. I don't know. Do I have to leave and come back or something? Is there...
Do you know anything about this?
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
Let's see. Doesn't look like there's anyone to really interact with out here.
Are you able to help me?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Welcome,
Like,
sir.
what could I possibly be missing? I
do
thought I already
hope
had
you
everything
enjoy
for
it.
this puzzle. Because we already figured out, right? We figured out exactly what kind of ritual it was, how the person died, like what happened to them. And we don't have any other clues to do anything. If we look at the casebook, we've done everything. So what are we missing? Is there do I need to take a picture of something and I just forgot to? Can't inject anything there, can't use anything, can't take pictures in here. Huh.
Oh, these crime scenes always outdo my imagination.
I know you can untangle this mess.
Huh. We already, like, decrypted the crime scene, so theoretically things should be done in here. But I don't really understand why it's not letting me proceed. Am I missing something important?
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion.
Doesn't seem like it.
Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not-so-sturdy human.
The murderer had a key to the altar room. The murderer was in possession of a key to the altar room and locked the door. Fabio was killed in a ritual murder. The ritual was a cover. I think that's what happened. Did this just give me a new clue that, like, lets me have a conversation about something that's so annoying? Oh my god. Just give me the deductions automatically. Don't make me press a button on them.
The murderer had to have access to this room. After the crime, he used his own key to lock the door. So, who had the key to the altar room?
I'm not sure. As a special guest, I was provided one by Mr. Manchios. He should be able to tell you of any others.
Where can I find him?
Most likely in the main hall, entertaining his guests. He has a mask with golden stars. You can't miss him. But please be discreet. We don't want to risk disturbing the revelry.
Okay, is there gonna be a new person out here for me to talk to? Let's see. Is there anyone around?
Kurt Manchios, I presume.
There we
I'm
go.
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, you must be the one Werner told me about. What a sweet voice you have. It must belong to a handsome young man. Can I call you Sherlock?
As you wish, Mr. Manchios. Mr. Vogel asked me to help you. The body in the altar room requires answers, and quickly. I suspect the murderer to still be here.
What? Lower your voice. I don't want anyone to hear us.
Did you know Fabio well?
People are starting to look at us, Sherlock. Change the subject. I can't believe what happened to him. To me. Such an atrocity. Think what it means for me. A wonderful evening for so many good, influential, and rich people has been ruined. I have betrayed all my promises of exotic delights.
I don't understand. Surely a murder would affect your reputation to a greater extent.
Please, isn't this why you are here? I thought you were a silent magician. Do your tricks and make it go away.
I need to find all those who had the key to the altar room. As far as I know, Mr. Vogel, Fabio, and you had access to it. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. Also, Matista and Santos.
Santos? Who is that?
Santos Pinchetti, my major domo. In his opinion, at least.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Pinchetti and Matista. Do you have somewhere I might have a private conversation with them?
Of course, of course. Let me think. Matista is entertaining the guests somewhere, and Santos... Oh, yes. He will be busy with the servants. Or the cook. What's that noise? What's going on?
Oh, is it a raid? Are we getting raided?
Freeze, filth.
Hell
Under
yeah.
arrest.
Sherlock, get on the floor. Put your hands above your head. The cops are finally coming for you. Oh yeah, just some casual police brutality. It's fine. This is all good. This is a reasonable amount of violence to inflict on people who are just having a party. Totally. Oh, what is going on? What is happening with the music? This isn't even that sweeping of a scene. What the fuck? Why is he on the fountain? Oh, they finally got him. They got our boy. Dear Lord.
Look at you. Committed a crime, and now I have to free you, kiss your hand, and apologize for the inconvenience.
I did tell you that Mr. Vogel and I were innocent. I emphasized it in my statement.
Your statement? Thanks to some bigwigs who work for the so-called good of the country by releasing fleas like you. Thank God we have Vogel in his letter. Once I get to that goldfish, I'll...
Bigwig? Oh, my wretched brother Mycroft and his long nose.
Wait, did you say Mycroft? Mycroft Holmes? Are you the youngest son of Violet Holmes, rest her soul?
You knew my mother?
Not personally, no. Not exactly. I was working on the paperwork for that case.
Would you happen to remember anything of the events?
Well, I didn't make the inquiry, but I remember seeing some notes. Why?
You must help me. It would mean a great deal to me if you could find any information about that day.
Huh. Got you hooked, right? You know what? Stark and the others think they're the smartest here, thanks to you. Let me get this straight. Are you listening to me, lad?
I'm all ears.
Take this case. Report to me only, to Constable Harvey Oswald. I'll leave everything I have on this table.
That was easy.
Find the murderer. Be a real copper. Question the suspects, make them sing, give me something substantial.
And if Mr. Vogel is not a suspect?
If he's innocent, then you can take your favourite degenerate away from here. If you slip or mess with the evidence, then trust me, your brother won't save you from my bludgeon. Meanwhile, I'll be checking the archive for you. If anybody asks, then you're a consulting detective.
Let's make a start then, partner.
They said the thing.
I'm glad we managed to get the scoop before the raid.
Interesting. Okay, well that negotiation was really easy. I was expecting to, you know, be thrown in jail or something, but nope. I guess I'm just hired to solve this case. Anyway, I think this is it for tonight. I think we've reached the end. Tomorrow we can continue with whatever the heck was going on in this case. As always, thanks for playing along with me. I guess I will see you all tomorrow. We can pick up from here. And yeah, Splinter says, I like how the cops seem to have forgotten that they've already contracted with Sherlock. Indeed. This game is a puzzle. All right, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. Peace out.